What up, kinfolk? It's your boy Screwface Capone in the house, and I've got a tech and toy unboxing for you. I've been wanting to do more of these, but thing is, I only come across some cool gadgets and shit every once in a while, so whenever I come across them, that's when I do them. So that's why I did the Xbox Series X unboxing last week. So this is actually the first of two unboxings I got coming out this weekend. Next one should be coming up either tomorrow or the next couple days, or sometime in the next couple days. I'm filming these back to back, so they'll definitely be up soon. So anyway, I had a poll on both my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Twitter pages, and this one won out. But don't worry, the second one is coming out very soon. So anyway, I was actually split on whether I wanted to buy this or not. But I saw one of these at Micro Center. Because, like, first of all, like, this thing's like a few years old, so it's probably old hat to a lot of you by now. But I saw this at Micro Center, and like they had a package with 2 game pads and a unit itself in it. So I had a gift card from Amazon. Plus, it was on sale at the time, so it might even still be on sale now. But I decided to purchase one. It's called the Player Pro Pack for the Neo Geo Mini. So unlike the Micro Center one, it didn't pack everything in a box, but in like one box. But I did get the unit, and I did get 2 game pads, and I even got a HDMI link, and I'll show you why. So for those of you who don't know, the Neo Geo was an arcade system from SNK, and the idea was it was ran by cartridges. So if you were an arcade operator and you wanted a new game, then all you would have to do was go in, swap out the cartridge, and change it to a new one. Switch up the marquee, switch up the cabinet art, and boom, you had a brand new game. And there are also cabinets that you can run more than one game on, so players can even switch between games. So that definitely brought a lot of value. And there was a home system, the Neo Geo MVS. So basically, like, this was like the first and only system that gave you the exact arcade game. Like, not something that was made to fit on the system, and not something that had some kind of adjustments. You got the same thing that was playing on the arcade. Now, as a result, this made the hardware very expensive. The console itself ended up costing around $600, and that's probably not too obscene. It's expensive. No doubt it's still expensive, but by today's standards, it's pretty tame. But when you factor in that games cost around like anywhere from $200 to $300, I mean, remember, these were using the exact arcade boards, so that made them very expensive. So not a lot of people had the system. If you wanted to play these games and you didn't have them in the arcade, you had to wait until they came to systems like Super Nintendo, Genesis, Sega CD, PlayStation. And of course, nowadays they're re-releasing them in like every single form. Like if you got a Twitch Prime subscription, then you can get like a bunch of free Neo Geo games. And Humble Bundle, some years back they had a sale on Neo Geo games. And plus there are like several like even out for Android devices too. So I got Neo Geo games in every different form. You'll learn more about this when I do my King of Fighters retrospective, and that's something you want to watch out for. So the thing is, everybody's been coming out with their mini system, the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. So SNK decided to throw its hat in the arena a few years ago. And that's what this bad boy is, the Neo Geo Mini. There are actually 3 versions of this. The Japanese version, the international version, which is what this is, and the US version. The Japanese and the US have different lineups. And from what I understand, the Japanese version is more centered around their fighting games. But with the US and international versions, there's a greater variety of game genres. You got the Metal Slug games on there. You've got puzzle games. You've got beat 'em ups like Sengoku 3. There's sports games, Top Players Golf. There's puzzle games like Puzzled. So there's a greater variety of games on here, and that's a good thing, because it's a popular misconception that like all SNK and all that was on Neo Geo was fighting games. It had some pretty good fighting games on there, mind you, but it wasn't just fighting games. So like I said, I got the Player Pro pack, which packed in 2 controllers, these guys right here. And I also got a HDMI cord so I can hook up to the TV. So the difference between the international and the US is, while they have the same game lineup, the international basically has the art and the decoration of the Japanese system. So I kind of thought that the international looks cooler anyway. So that's the one I decided to pick up. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this. But before we do, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon. That way you'll be the first to know whenever I put out content. For instance, I'm putting out 2 unboxing videos this weekend, so definitely check it out. And let's open this bad boy up. Alright, so here we are. Couple pieces of tape. One, and here's the other half. All right. Piece of tape here too. And that's off. Yeah, let's see what we got inside. Here it is. Okay, you got that neon blue look just like the 90s. Huh, this box ain't put too well together, or maybe it's supposed to open like that. Unlike the other mini systems, like you can actually play it on the screen. So this little box right here. So this is a charge cable, obviously. It's a micro C one, and these are game decals. Assuming you put them up here, I assume you put them on top of here. Here's an instruction booklet. It's like one of those where they got like stuff in every language. I'd like to see some stuff like that, I don't know, memorabilia and stuff, but I guess getting the system with some games on is good enough. And here is the actual Neo Geo Mini. As you can see, it's not very big. Well, it's not very big, but like the buttons and the joystick are actually reasonably well, are actually pretty well made. Well, joystick's kind of, well, I wanted to say the joystick's flimsy, because it definitely isn't. Actually, it's pretty durable. So, here is what the unit looks like. Here's some plugs in the back. This is the power on button. And here's where I would assume you would plug up a joypad to. Or maybe you would plug it in here, and you could plug in your headphones for the audio jack. And here's the mini HDMI port. I'm going to open up one of these controllers to see what they look like. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, these controllers are actually modeled after the Neo Geo CD controllers. Neo Geo CD was a short-lived CD spinoff, so that basically had all the games on CD. Most of the games on CD. Here's what you get. And again, you got another control pad, and you got instructions on here. So here's the control pad. The joypad kind of looks funny. And you can click it actually. I'm not sure there are any games that you could use that would click it. So you got you just got the joypad. Start selecting 4 face buttons. It kind of feels weird for a controller that doesn't have like right and left shoulder bump buttons, but then again, neither did the old Neo Geo pad, so I'm okay with that. This analog stick kind of feels weird though. I'm not saying like that's a bad thing, but like it kind of feels like a cross between an analog nub and a trackpad. So let me see. So like these stickers have some game art on them. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste put these things on them. Watch me mess it up. Go ahead and try to. It's just right. Okay, I suppose that's good enough. I wonder if I can put this decal elsewhere. Okay, now this is for the thing. So the one on the back is for the USB power cord, and the one on the side is for the controller. You can plug this up to a headset or speaker. Alright. So I'm just going to turn on. So I don't know if it charges, if it has an internal battery, or if I have to have this plugged in to play it. But real quick for comparison, here's my Data East arcade cabinet, and you can learn more about that in the Data East special I did. Click the link on your screen, and here it is standing alongside my cabinet. So it's slightly smaller, but you note the comparisons. Like, this is tabletop and this is an actual arcade cabinet, so you can basically play. So it's if you watch the video, then you'll learn more about it. Of course, like this one doesn't let you play it on TV like this one does, but let's hook it up and let's see what this thing looks like so far. I'm gonna plug it up real quick. Give me a second. Now, one thing I should point out is that they don't give you while they give you the charge cable, they don't give you a charger, but you can find chargers anywhere for cheap. They at Walmart and stuff. So that's not too big a deal for me. Plug that bad boy in. Plug it. Alright. So you got a USB stick. It's not firing on, so here it is. Of course, this thing is, a little bit too bright, so doesn't actually look. So I can't really get a good look at the screen itself. If you can hear that, then that should pretty much sound familiar to you. Here's the UI. We're stuck using the controller to navigate it. Go to settings. Another little annoying thing is that they don't mark what button is which, I don't think. Oh wait, no, I'm lying. You look real closely, it is right there. It's like deep with the grooves. Your starter select is A, B, C, D. Go to the settings. Let me set this out so I can get a decent. This friggin' flash is killing me. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this up to my video card and we're going to get some footage straight off there. So we'll be back in a jiffy. Alright, so I am in the I got this hooked up to my live gamer capture card, so I'm gonna grab some footage by it. The audio levels in this thing are pretty funny, so if it seems like my voice is drowning out the sound, then I apologize for that. So here's the game menu, and I'm playing this with my joystick and with the unit itself, the joystick. Reason for that being, like while I was recording it, I was trying to record it earlier, and I noticed that like when you plug in the secondary pad, it goes to the second player. Oh. Alright, so that's about wraps it up for this. So let's step on out and add in some final thoughts. Alright, so this was the Neo Geo Mini. We unboxed it, we took a look at some of the games, and now we're here. So, one thing I noticed, like literally before I started recording this segment, is that like during the gameplay, you notice that if I plugged in I mentioned that if I plugged in a controller to this slot right here, then that would recognize it as a second player controller. However, there's another slot on the other side of the machine, and as you can see, I got my thing plugged into it. And if you plug it into that slot, then it'll recognize it as the first player controller. You can use your controller, you can use the control pad to navigate the menus. So that's a very good thing if you're going to hook this up to a TV. So also you'll notice that the menu is slightly different. If you're not hooked up to a TV, then it is. If you are hooked up to a TV, because if you're not, then you got options to adjust the brightness and the volume. So that's a good thing, because I was concerned because there was no way on the unit to adjust the volume yourself, but you got to go within the unit and adjust it, so that's okay. So yeah, there's a lot of options if you want to play by yourself or hook it up to your TV. Now the UI system is bare bones, but and like the only way of sorting is like by last played. But I think the real draw of the unit is the amount of games that are on here and the variety of games. In fact, if you're new to Neo Geo or if you like retro collecting, then I would recommend this over the Japanese unit, unless you really like fighting games. Because like the lineup on here is basically more representative of what you'll find of the kind of software that the Neo Geo was known for. Like it wasn't just fighting games. So what else? Also, you got your usual save states and load states. So that's usually the bare minimum of what you want to have on these plug and play style stuff. There's nothing fancy like rewind and stuff. So yeah, you got a lot of different options, and there's a good variety of games. So I recommend it. So depending on where you look, like the price hops around anywhere from 100 to 110 to 77. So if you're interested in this, then I would definitely wait to get at a discount. I was able to get the International Pro Play pack with for $77, and that was before I used my gift card. That was before I used my Amazon gift card. So I got that. So I think that's a pretty good value for Neo Geo games, especially with the way like they usually distribute them nowadays. You'll definitely find some stuff that you really haven't seen before. So yeah, that was the Neo Geo Mini. Let me know what you think in the comments. Click the thumbs up icon if you like what you just saw, and I'll have the second of my 2 unboxings coming up either tomorrow or the next couple days. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and until next time, I'll see ya. Until next time, I'm out 51,000 G Kin folk, and have a great rest of your weekend.